Hey guys, it is Fire here, back with a new series called Rise to Ruins. Now, I'm just gonna state the fact. This game is really hard. I have put 27 hours in this game. And I have won, quote, one time. And that win is on one map out of the entire thing. So if we change my profile, let's just go here. We'll go ahead and say this, YouTube. Because sure, I don't want tips. I don't play tips. This is not I'm not a bartender. I don't know people. It's hard. It really is. This would be fine. I'm going to go here because I did this a lot and I was never able to do anything. I could look in here, but actually let's check out custom. Let's see. Because my hope is that I can turn off one thing, which is permanent corruption. I can't. So, we'll just do traditional. Permanent corruption is basically... Well, I'll just explain what the corruption is. Corruption is this great thing that decides, hey man, I'm just going to kind of ruin your day. And I'm going to make sure you know that I'm going to ruin your day, and it's going to suck for you. So I started out here last game, and I kind of, quote, won here. Then I spread to here, and I was doing okay, and I lost. Village of 102 people completely wiped out. So I don't want to start anywhere near there. I want to start in a completely new place to experience the game in a new, fashion. So let's find something that's new that I still have a lot of connections. I mean, Greenham actually might not be a bad idea. I'm not sure. There's just not enough. I've been here. I don't like the idea of the rivers. A lot, at least. Because corruption can still spread underwater. That was a fun thing to learn. That's not bad. Let's actually start over in the woodland area. I don't think this would be a horrible place to start. At all. Oh, I don't know. I think actually this is a good place. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. We're going to do it here. And it's a song I've never actually heard in this entire game. You'd think after, I mean, these are literally all the songs. But no, I mean, I've never heard this one. My personal favorite is this one. And let's hope I don't actually get, what is it? Copyright claim. Because, this is actually from Rise of Nations from, 2002. If you guys know what that game is. I believe it was Rise of Nations. So you guys teleport in. You start out with 12. Let's go ahead and start doing this really quickly. Because we're not going to have a whole ton of time to dilly-dally. We'll go ahead and get those guys on that, on stone. We don't need a whole ton to start out, so we'll go ahead and select that on stone and on crystal. Exact same. We'll want to select that. Just to make sure you guys can hear me as well. We'll turn that down. Okay. These guys, we'll go ahead and have them reclaim makeshift housing. That is also reclaimable because it's apparently within my area. I am just barely strong enough to summon in the Holy Golem if I need. But I would rather not do that. How am I going to want to plan this out is the question. So we have mining facility. I can't pronounce that. Ancillary? I don't know. Basically, it allows you to expand your storage. Where's the corruption on this map? It's not going to show me yet. Is this crossable? Is this water? I don't know what this is. If this is water, I'm going to be remotely upset, I guess. I think it is, because I don't... No, it's not water, because this is water. So what is this? Is this just sand? I don't know if it's Black Sand. Wouldn't that be an interesting name for a location called Black Sand, people? So, no. Anyway, they'll go ahead and do their thing. What I want to start out by doing is placing a farm. I generally build my stuff really close together. So I'll probably end up destroying these later on and rebuilding. One thing that is, like, so important that I build, it's laughable, is some form of golem protection, like, immediately. And it doesn't really matter how I get this. There's stone golems, there's wood golems, and there's crystal golems. I prefer the crystal golems, at least early on, and even later, until, like, really endgame, because they are the ones that can shoot the earliest. Stone golems can shoot later on, but you have to get them to their max rank, where you can differentiate into the 3 different types: lightning, ice, and fire. And I need to build another house, too, because I don't have enough houses. As you might be able to tell, I've played this. I've played this too much. Help me, please. I want to escape. No. So they'll build up the farm. That's all fine and dandy. I'm also going to want a water purifier. Yeah, there's water in this game. One of the things I've kind of looked at this game, and I think it's similar to, is, I think, almost kind of like Rimworld, but not. It's close, I guess, is the best way to describe it. They're just relatively similar, from what I can tell. Although saying that, I've never had the chance to play Rimworld, so I guess I shouldn't be speaking. I'm just a fan of, it on YouTube. So that's all done. We'll want to reclaim this at some point, but we're out of building slots anyway, so we'll want to do that. We'll go ahead and speed up the game, because I forget that, hey, I only have 12 guys that can actually do that without my game lagging out. It's a little different when you have, like, 400 entities on the screen. You can only do that at about 2 times then. You could do it at 3, but then your game's just kind of like, hey, man, I thought we were friends. And it cuts deep. So this is your priority system here. This can decrease priority. This can increase priority. Oh, we got nomads the first day in the morning. Holy crap. Okay, that's actually really good. It should be 2 at this point in time in the game. I shouldn't know this much at this point in time in the game either. But as you know, I have played this too much. So those guys will go ahead and get built. We'll see who will go ahead and join us. They should take some time to get over here. But this is important. Stuff like this, the golem combobulators are powered by the essence collectors. And they can also be powered by Colas gates. But they're generally powered by essence. No, did I get 4? Off the bat, I got 4 people. Hey man, I ain't gonna complain. I have 0 problem with that. We're gonna go ahead and throw on this song, because I don't know. No, I have not had this great of a start. Second start I ever had, or like, it was my best game, but when I had started a second village, I sent 10 people over. First night, yeah, no, that went down to 8. So I couldn't even spawn holy golems to protect my village. So, yeah, no, that got wiped out pretty quick. That was not fun. Yeah, so they'll cut down the wood. We have that selected as stone. Cool. We do need another house soon. I need them to do this. Of course, this is now bottom priority. They have that built. The stone they'll get soon. This will allow 2 golems at max at this point. You can upgrade it to 5 later on. Yeah, no, I've played this game too much. I'm realizing this now, but no, I mean, I really have played this game too much. I've done this in the span of about 2 weeks. It's on sale on Steam right now, I do believe, I believe as of the 11th. It's the 11th right now. I just finished up my last day of school for the semester. So I have a couple days off, or weeks, but days, weeks, same thing. Not actually. Great thing about playing on traditional, the first night they don't attack you, so I'm not instantly dead. Oh, also, yeah, my farm's up so I can actually harvest food and water now. This is another thing you'll want to do, is that this is something that I know is horribly obvious, but it actually took me like 10 hours to figure out, and I'm just going to point it out in case anybody's watching this to play the game. There's your water, but your food's there. And that's your rations, but then your bottled water's right here. Now, I don't know why the devs spread it out so much, but they did. So, I mean, it took me a while to figure that out. Just by the way. I mean, I thought I might as well just let you guys know that, hey, this is actually a thing. But yeah, no, it's a thing. So, hi. Okay, so we have basic stuff up and running right now. What do we need to start doing now? Oh, this is important, and I don't even have enough mana to do it. When it rains, there's a spell you have called Motivate Land. In the spring and in the autumn, use this on your crops. That is my #1 tip for you, because it'll regrow the entire, like, if this patch was gone, it'll regrow the entire patch if it is raining. Very useful. So let's see. We could get one of these guys going so we could actually start getting turrets. But I need a lumber shack first. Which means, yeah, let's go ahead and start getting some other, like, basic stuff up and running first. So we'll get that. And again, I have to wait for my population to get up higher. I swear this is also in another game. I don't know. I used to play a lot of Rise of Nations when I was a kid. Or younger kid. You know what I mean. But, you know, that came out, I think, 2002, 2003. I was born back in 2001, so, I mean, I played that around 2007. But it was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Highly suggest checking out that title if you guys are interested. It's actually on Steam, I think, pretty cheap. But yeah, no, I mean, check it out. It's worth the money. Let's see, do we have any golems yet? No, but we're about charged up to get another one. So yeah, that'll hopefully be done soon. One thing I do want to check out, is that lava? Yeah, that's lava. I've never seen that before. Oh, there's a makeshift combobulator up there. Cactus. Well, actually, then if I hover over this, does it tell me what it is? Tar. Oh. If they can't cross that, then that protects me for a while. My hope is, so this, we could play the long game or the short game, and I want your guys' opinion down in the comments. We could play the short game, where we get out of this village as fast as we possibly can. The second we are able to leave, we leave. So we don't have to deal with the corruption here, and we're able to move on. The soonest we could do that is about I think day 21, because that means we completed the, quote, winning goal of this, this section off the map. We could play the long game, which is what I was doing in my other world, which I'm on day 35, and that means destroying as much of the corruption as you can, and that's really dangerous, and I'm having 700-800 monsters thrown at me, and it's a pain, but I'll do it if you guys want me to see that, if you guys want to see that. So I mean, let me know, I guess. Again, you don't need top builders here either at the start of the game. Okay, we do have one crystal golem. That is good. Sorry, I just hit my mic. I apologize if that was loud for you guys. So we do have that. We do not need a Waymaker station yet. Maintenance. It's just a lot of waiting, really, at this point in time. Because there's not much I can currently do to... That's just more tar. Not play the long game until I figure out where the corruption is going to spawn. And yet, it's not showed itself on the map yet. I do like that I am pretty central. and this has given me quite a bit of space to actually spread out. Hopefully it's defendable. That's my only worry, is it's a lot of wall that I have to defend. Especially later on, because these villages get really large. Let's see. So we have that. House food. Water's fine. Has it showed up yet? No. Another thing, we're, of course, way too early in the game for this to be relevant, but there's a spell you have in here called Resurrect. And when your guys die, occasionally they'll become ghosts. And you have the chance to resurrect them, bring them back, and you can use them again. Which is very, very useful. So highly, highly suggest using that if you guys get the chance. But, let us see. Lettuce and tomatoes see. I think that is the worst joke I think I have ever made. So you guys, you know, you're welcome. Because I know how much you guys needed to hear that today. Oh, gosh. I do think I'll go ahead and jump back the next time we have something super, super interesting happen. But I will see you guys then. Okay, guys, we are back. One thing that I did forget to do, which it's now just dawn. So, seasons. Thank you, phone. Really. I appreciate my phone being on sound. So one of the things I forget. Seasons. So, different seasons are things. You can't grow anything in winter. Summer's a pain. I forget I can grab things. So, good luck in summer trying to keep your guys alive. Same in winter. But, yeah, no, that's a thing. So, the boy air, which I forgot to do. This is for making ballista bolts, bows and arrows. And we want to make sure we have lots of those right now. So I'm going to go ahead and set 20 of those to be made. And I'll say 20 ballista bolts to be made as well. Because, again, one thing that we don't have at all right now is any defense. Besides our golems, which are great, but they only have, I mean, not even 100 health right now. And later on they'll have, like, 300, but they're not what they need to be right now. Later on, yes, not now. We might actually have enough to use Motivate Land as well. Did he just get hit by lightning? I'm so sorry, my friend. Yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah, no, there's really not I meant to say there's not a lot of downtime in this. I do need to set some stuff up. The downtime is waiting for people. Is what I was trying to say. So one of the things I do need to get set up is... Actually, I can just reclaim this building. Isn't that great? I might as well go through these with you guys, because these are important. You have different things like this where it'll show you resource value, movement costs. This is important, because this is all about speed. Oh, you can move through tar. You can't through lava. Good to know. No. So apparently tar just really hurts your movement speed, which... I think it's just the same as water. Block map, perimeter. That's basically the edge, which, speaks for itself. Corruption resistance. This is actually really important later game, especially when you're playing the long game. Corruption cannot grow in this area. It can grow everywhere that there's not this, but it cannot grow in this area. And speaking of corruption, it's on the map now. Range. This is everywhere I can build. Desirability, where people want to live or hang out, that kind of stuff. If I had any towers, that'd be where it is. That, and this just hides topography. So, that's that. It's not that interesting. This will be interesting later on, but again, not very interesting right now. And we have some more people. Short. Actually, I've had the Potters join my village before, so that was kind of interesting. But we do have the corruption up here. And it's tiny right now. It's cute right now. Give it, 20 days and it won't be cute because it'll be this big. But, no, I mean, for now it's cute. I don't like that it's near this tar at all, because that makes my job really hard. It's how I lost last time, actually, is it was growing under the ocean and I didn't think it could. Oh, I don't like Okay. And, I mean, I could annoy them and drop my crystal golems over there. You know what? Sure. No, because that turret's just going to kill them. They're not strong enough to do that yet. Never mind. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm not going to be a jerk yet. I do like to harass the AI a little bit. It's just a little bit fun, okay? I already have a lumber shack. I don't need to make another one of those. One thing I do need is a lumber mill, is what I was going for. Although I will say we're making great steps in population. Being on day 2 and having nearly 20 population is like unheard of for me. So I think we're doing really good so far, personally. I hope, I'm hopeful now, but give me a couple days, and when we start getting attacked, and I'm gonna cry a little. Although I do want to add some more defenses. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll do. So they're coming from up here, which means they'll probably take the path of least resistance, which is going to be here and then across the shortest part of that. This is what I mean about the regrow as well. So you use that spell, it regrows all the plants. Beautiful. It's really useful, and you generally can't get through the first year without it, so I highly suggest using that, by the way. FYI. But no, I mean, that's very important. Okay, so they're going to come down and be a pain. And I know this, but I don't know from where yet. So, and I don't have the resources to build like 15 towers either. Nor do I have the building slots. I have the building slots for 2. Oh, I hate it. See, this is why I like golems, is golems go wherever you need them to go. They're not as strong as towers. Not always. Sometimes, in groups they're much stronger, but I don't know, I just consider golems just a superior thing in this game. If you didn't ask my opinion, but there's my opinion, so. So they'll finish up that lumber mill. This is also, again, something that I've had a lot of trouble with. Make sure you stock like 50 of these. I'm probably going to stock more later on, but it's really important that you have a lot of these boards. It's also important that you have more than just one guy doing this, but right now, again, I don't have the population to have more than one guy doing that, so soon. Soon we will have more than one guy doing that, but not now. Let's see. Another thing you can actually do really early on is, if I go actually down here, I can't do it because he's not in my territory, can I? Let's see. I can't. Dang it. Okay. No, I was wrong. I might be able to do it to that. Yeah, I can do it to that guy. Is you can disassemble stuff, and you can get about half the resources back from it. But, I'll get some stone, some wood from this guy, and that'll actually be fine and dandy for me. Especially when I only have, 9 wood and 18 stone in comparison to hundreds of it. So that's a benefit. That's very good for me. Oh, I don't like that they're up here at all, man. It makes my job like 100 times harder. So I really hope that you guys want me to do the let's just get the heck out of this, place. Because I don't want to fight them. Because I will lose. I will lose so badly, and there will not be a future. I might just have to just say, no, we're not going to do that. Oh, because it's so bad. Oh, I hate that. Okay. Okay. Look, we're only day 2, and it's dusk. It's only dusk. You're not going to die. You're okay. Let's make this top priority so we can get this finished before it's, like, completely nighttime. It's almost nighttime, but they're going to start throwing monsters at us soon. This is what I mean by the graph as well. So this is just showing us, like, our population. But you can go in here and say monsters spawned, which, it hasn't yet. And it hasn't there either, because it doesn't tell me these things, because it hasn't spread it all yet. I'll have to show you guys at some point, like in my other world or something, and show you what actual spreading looks like, because that's legit interesting. But okay, we do have more than one combobulator, and we're actually charging this thing at a decent speed. Although it's still not that great, I guess. We could burn up items into essence, but that's not great. I don't want to burn all that food into essence. We have so much food again. This, even though this land looks like literal death, I mean, this is the land of milk and honey, my friend. And we have 3 golems right now, I believe. Cool. I mean, it's less than 130, but I guess it's better than 0, you know? I hope these people have their bows equipped. Equipo. I believe that's how you say equip in Spanish. I don't know, but I'm going to try. Yeah, no, I'm not going to really embarrass myself anymore. I can say some things in Spanish. I mean, I could say, yo canto et canción de mis personas. I sing the song of my people. But that doesn't really matter very much, now does it? See, this is what I mean. So I have 4 of them, and they are like little mini towers that just move around and kick butt. And that's great. And I love that. They are my friends. So any of these little headless guys that come around, and of course headless are like super easy to kill, but it makes my life hundreds of times easier. Because I can just sit here and they'll do my job for me. I don't have to set up a lot of towers, and you still want them because eventually you want a maze for these guys to go through, especially for the tactic that we're going to be doing. Because I don't really want to spread onto this bank very much, although I should, because having them stuck in all this tar is really great. It's like the best possible solution. But it is good to know that that's exactly where they're going to be coming from, is like right in here. Because, well, I guess that doesn't matter later on because they'll come wherever there's an entrance, but which is slightly annoying. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I don't need to make more food right now. What do I need to do? So we have that, Our population's fine. We actually have 2 children already, which is ridiculous. Clinics, if we actually look in here. These guys, I've at least read online, can help with birth rate. Like, it can help you know, people succeed in not dying in childbirth. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'm just saying that. I'm just going to point that out because it might be true and it might be important information. But there you go. Although I will say this is... I like the start of our village so far. We're actually not dying, and I think this is my best start so far. So, yay! I do wish that every village, though, you started with gave you 12 new guys to start out with, because I don't like having to extract. Because later on, with this guy, not this guy, which was it, the courier station, you can send materials to your other colonies, so it's much easier to start out later on. So let's say, oh, I need to send, you know, 1,000 wood to this colony that I just started. Okay, let me send 1,000 wood to this colony I just started and send it ahead 10 days. You can do that. It takes a while, but you can do that. But anyway, guys, I think this has been a pretty good episode. Before we finish off entirely, though, I do want to show you how crazy this game does get. Because it does get pretty crazy. So this is where we are. If I want to win this game, you know, quote, win this game, the winning goal, all these squares I'm hovering over, I have to spend a year in every single one of those squares. I'm doing 2 days an episode. I don't know how many of these there are, but depending on how many there are, it is 10 episodes a square. So, yeah, bad time. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and say on fire. If we play fire, play with fire. That's a great idea. Well, I'll show you guys 2 things real fast. This is a successful village. 106 villagers. And corruption that is very, very quickly shrinking. Hopefully is gone soon. Yeah. This is how big it gets. These are my golem conbobulators. I have lots of golems. Oh my gosh, look at all the paths they've made by just walking in circles. That is beautiful, may I just say. I love that. Here's my corruption defense. They can't get out. And here is just the... so here's my population, of course, 102. It says 106 over there, so I'm actually outside of my population, but... just the monsters spawned. So, you know, it starts out pretty easy for you, you know. 14, 13, 22, 23. It's all fine. It's all good. And then, 57, that's fine. 134. It's fine. It's all good. We're not dead yet. 344. We're getting there. It's cool. 639. We're fine. 858. It's okay. We're not dead yet. I almost died. This is what happens when you really screw up. Because I spent 8 hours here. Roughly. Ish. 23 days. On this village. And it's gone. I had 103 people. And it's gone. Because I let this get out of hand. Yeah, no, I mean, and I can't win. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to spend much time here because at some point I do want to come back. But, I mean, I lost that. And then, of course, you have, quote, loot boxes you can unlock with points you gain in the game. And you get boosts. But, anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching Rise to Ruins. If you like this episode, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. Or you can do all of them. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.